let's put it this way. I make more doing this than I do teaching most of the time. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. We're in the Commonwealth cabin. In case you're confused, it's Commonwealth Flipper on this channel and it's Commonwealth Picker on the other channel. Hey, today I had two things I want to talk about really quick. One is the post office giveth, like I talked about the other day, where they gave us a credit on our account because apparently we paid too much for shipping, and then the post office taketh away. So I was so surprised the other day when I saw so many comments about it, about how the post office has been doing that more and more and more and more, both taking away and giving it. Now, I've seen it in the past, and a lot of you have too, but it seems like it's happening much more often lately. So I want to know that in the comments. Has the post office been doing that? And I didn't quite understand. I usually don't make a mistake as big as they had suggested the other time when it was in my favor. And this case, I don't even understand how the deduction happened, but I'll talk about that in just a second. And the other thing I want to talk about is I was afraid for the first time in a while that, well, I wasn't really afraid, that we weren't going to reach our $200 in sales today before we shipped out. So it's been a long time since we haven't got to that goal for a day. I can't even remember the last time it's happened. And the reason is simple. I haven't been listing nearly as much. It's almost been entirely Blue Ridge Mama, and I've been trying to chip in a few here and there. And you'll notice that with the sales. The good part is I list the big stuff. She doesn't usually list the big stuff, which means that no big stuff is sold, which means that I don't have to stay in here all night and do the shipping. Maybe I'll have a little bit more time to go up and list. I haven't been shipping as much because I've been back at school. And hopefully as I get used to this new system, I'll be able to maybe find a little bit of time here and there to list a few more things. I've got some big things that I need to list for sure. All right, let's take a look at what's sold. All right, as we get closer to Halloween, these have been selling. Grim Motion. Haven't sold too many of these, but I think they're $12.95 plus shipping. I have a hard time listing stuff for 13 bucks. I feel like anybody who's afraid of the number 13 won't buy it. What do you think? Do you ever list something for $13? I try to like $12.99 to $14, somewhere in that range. I try to skip everything in the middle. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm sure there's some stuff out there I have listed for 13 something, but not too much. So this one, $12.95. My wife bought it for $1 from Lowe's. We are selling for $12.95 plus shipping. So we're making, 10 bucks or so, a little bit more. Hey, before I show you this next item here, I want to go back and talk. I don't, give out numbers or anything like that, how much money we make in a year. But I can tell you this, if we sell $200 a day, and lately that's been the bottom of the barrel. People ask me all the time in a message. They're like, how much money do you really make? I'm just like, well, let's put it this way. I make more doing this than I do teaching most of the time. At any rate, the point I'm trying to make is because we do this as a family and my wife helps out so much and my kids and I do what I do, because of that, my wife's able to stay home with the kids. So I tell people when they ask me how much money I make, I tell them I make enough for my wife to spend every day with my kids. So anyway, here is a cool little item that I really bought. I used to sell this stuff when I wasn't able to, when my kids were really young and my wife couldn't help as much because she was really watching those kids. And I didn't have as much time to go out and do garage sailing, which I really love to do. I would do some thrifting, and when the thrifting would kind of run dry with all the competition, I'd do board game parts and pieces. So when I saw this for 50 cents at a sale, I wanted to buy something from these folks, and I bought the Game of Life, and I put three different three different parts of the Life game out there for sale, and this one, I paid 50 cents for the game. This one sold for $10.95, free shipping, and it's just the cars and the little people, the boys and the girls there, the pink and the blue. So we didn't make much money, but I really kind of just wanted to show you because there are some people out there who maybe they're disabled or maybe they're just not able to get out and do garage sailing, but they're finding things around their house to sell and to part out and things like that, and they can make more money selling them like this on eBay than they can actually having a garage sale. So I like to show these little tiny items that just about anybody can sell physically if they need to. So I want to show you how much you can make on something like this. Most people, this is just not going to be worth your time. But for some folks, this kind of stuff might be. All right, here it is. Game of Life. $10.95 sales price. Cost is 50 cents. Fees, I always put 15% in. because that is more than the fees are, but it covers, you know, whatever, you know, material I have to ship it, and a label and whatever else. So $1.64. Shipping for this one is $2.78. Profit is $6.03 on that, and anybody can do it, and there are 2 more parts to that. So even at that, maybe you're trying to make a couple extra, you know, a couple $100 extra a month. Maybe you're just brand new and that's your goal. That's all you need. Maybe you're trying to make $300, make a car payment on a used car. Who knows? You know, that's the kind of stuff you can almost get there doing that stuff if you just do enough of it. But typically, I try not to sell that stuff anymore. All right, this is the item that got us over the top. You know, $200 a day in the past. Sometimes we didn't get there, but ever since the Enaman, we get there just about every day. So this one sold. I have a few more I still haven't listed. Maybe by the time you're seeing this, I'll list the other ones. And I had sold one to Keith. And this is the guy that got us over the $200 mark for the day. And this one sold. It's an Enaman Christmas ornament. All right, and this one sold for $12.91 free shipping. I have these antler ones too that I need to list. So I'll get these up. That's the only 2 of the ones that had that like stocking in front. And so we'll have to list these guys right here. And I think there's like 6 or 7, something like that. All right, here's a pair of shorts. I picked this one up at a sale where I bought, I don't know if I've showed this one or not yet, where I bought the little baby Woody right there. It's a baby Woody, but it's a gigantic baby Woody. And I don't know if you can see this over here, but I bought the Jimmy Buzz Lightyear. You'll probably see. You might have already seen it. And so I picked up a bunch of stuff like that. And I didn't pass up the clothing. I usually don't pass up too much clothing. And I saw these PGA Tour shorts out there, and I'm like, hey, blue shorts, blue golf shorts, I like them. Maybe I'll buy them, and then they're a little too big for me. So MSRP on there, $65. I sold them for $17.95 plus shipping. Paid $3 for them. So it's not a bad little profit on these guys right here. You know, I'll make like $13, $14 profit on a pair of shorts. Took no time to list, and will take no time to ship, and really took no time to sell. All right, I don't know if you could see Buzz Lightyear or not, but there he is right there. It's just a Jimmy door greeter. And I don't think there are any on eBay, but he's got a little problem right here. See that stocking? At any rate, here goes one last item that I got to pick up that I didn't pick up, and this is from the Vermont bin, which is my Tupperware bin. There's the other plate. I don't know if we have a third one on here or not. No, I don't think so. All right, there it is. I think they call this one a hot dog keeper. And I used to sell a lot more of this Tupperware as well, but I usually don't sell it too much anymore. Actually, that's not true. I sell quite a bit of Tupperware, actually. I just sell it in the antique booth. And yes, I know there are so many people asking for an antique video with Blue Ridge Mama. We will get one out eventually. It's just a little tough right now. I'm a little bit busy with school, so we will definitely get you one. And we'll air one at the very latest. We'll air one in October. But I would be curious to know, if you're an antiquer out there, if you have an antique booth, how your booths are doing. Are they open back up fully? And are they charging you full rent? And are you making any money? So we finally have got back open, not quite full time in one of them, but we're making some pretty decent money. Nothing amazing, but for what we're putting in there, I'd say pretty good. This is some kind of a meat keeper or hot dog keeper or something. And I usually buy these no more than 50 cents or a lot less, and put them in a big lot and buy them together in a bundle. And this one sold for $7 plus shipping, so it is not amazing, but we'll make a decent amount of money. We'll make about $5 profit on it. Hey, 2 things came in today, and we're really appreciative of it. But one thing I'm going to show you right now, and one I'm going to have to get the Homeschool Hustlers out here for, because it looks like some stuff for them. All right, here it is. That is an awesome one. I have never seen that Wisconsin plate before. I absolutely love it. The sesquicentennial, 250 years. 250 years. And this came from Angie's Oddities, Steve and Angela Hogue. So you can check their stores out right there. Here's Mercari sellers. How many of y'all are Mercari sellers? I'm like a fake Mercari seller. I have a Mercari account, and I sell a few things every once in a while. But not too much. All right, and they wrote a wonderful little note to all of us. I found this plate, and I thought you might like it. My husband, Steve, and I watch your videos and have learned a lot. Thank you. And our recent trip to Georgia, we took the Enaman with us. I remember you guys, and he enjoyed the trip. Hope you saw the photos. We did see the photos. We did. That was very, very kind of you. We really appreciate it. So thank you, Steve and Angie. And we will find a great place for that Wisconsin plate. We're starting to fill up, y'all. Maybe right there, I'm thinking. What do you think? All right, so you got to get this here. So we talked the other day about the post office giving me a little bit of a refund. So this was for the Alex Ross, Tim Bruckner Superman, Justice League Superman figure, if you've been watching the show. And it is a 24-cent underpaid adjustment. So I owed them 24 cents. Whatever, it's 24 cents, but I sure would like to know how they get through this process. So if you work for the postal system and can tell us what the heck that means, I'd be really happy to know. So thanks. So if you work for the post office and you know what the heck that means, because it makes 0 sense to me, I sure would like to know. Hey, we got a Homeschool Hustler store sale. Turner, show us what's sold.
A monkey.
It's a Cabbage Patch Kids, CPK Kids monkey. Pretty cool, huh? You like it? And Sissy found one of those and sold it. And I can't remember. I think I paid 50 cents for this one. Sold for $14. And it will ship out just under 8 ounces. So we're going to make a little bit of money. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. You going to help me ship today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See you later.
Bye.
So I've had a lot of questions lately about negative feedback and returns. I'm doing a video on negative feedback, but I'm going to put it out a little later when I take a week off. And this one's from Ben. It's about negative feedback, but I really want to talk a little bit more about the other things that kind of get resellers down, new resellers especially. It says, oh yeah, what do you do when you get negative feedback for nothing you've done and it just tanks your sales? This is part of eBay that stinks. So, well, I don't know that that necessarily would tank your sales. Although if you're new and it's, you don't have that much feedback, a negative feedback is pretty detrimental. At least it looks that way. The other thing that gets people down that are new to reselling is having a return, a damaged item, having to refund some money. And those things happen to new sellers more than they happen to people who've been selling a while. There are people out there that prey on the new seller. And it's not all the time. That's not always the case. The negative feedback over nothing you've done, that is going to come out in a separate video. So my overall advice for new resellers that are having return difficulties, feedback difficulties, or slow sale difficulties is simple. What's the movie? Finding Nemo. Dory. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. What are your other choices? Quit? I mean, if you want to quit, then quit. So, I'm not addressing you, Ben. I'm just trying, I guess this is the coach coming out in me. It's, you're going to fail. You're going to fail in life. Sometimes the circumstances are out of your control, but do you quit? So it doesn't happen as much. The better you get and the better you know how to handle these situations and the more you learn. So my response to almost every difficulty, is list more. I know that seems silly, but that's what your goal is. And if you want to do this and you're dedicated to it, I think that's probably a good way to look at it. You've got to keep pushing through these kind of things and get over that. And there's always going to be returns. But when I get a return, it's just, it's like a fly, whatever, just moving on. Because, I'm selling darn near 5,000 things a year. If you get 15, 20, 30 returns, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think I get 30 returns, but you get the point. Okay? You can deal with it. It's harder when you've only sold 4 things for the week and one of them's coming back your way. So I feel your pain. Hey, here is an Under Armour shirt. I just noticed that I still have this on. When I'm outside, I use a GoPro 7, Hero Black 7. When I'm on garage sales, I use a Hero 8. And I can't see myself when I'm using that out there. And I came home from school and didn't even realize I still had this on. I came in here, I'm like, oh my goodness, I still have this. Do the video like this. All right, here is 2XL. Now, I think a viewer bought this one. I'm gonna have to read what they put here. And we took an offer on it, and we put it really low to begin with because you can't see it, but it's got a little spot right here. So Blue Ridge Mama listed it fairly cheap just to get it out and get some money back. It's really a nice shirt. Without that spot, it's probably $12, $14 plus shipping, and we got half that on here. So $7.95, I think. I can't really remember. I don't have it, but let me pull it up. I just saw the total, $201.87. We just barely got there. Hey, this is from Jason. It says, Kevin, thanks so much for all you do. Love watching your adventures and great content you provide. Keep up the great work. Say hi to the family. All the best, Jason. Jason, thank you. And hopefully you enjoy this guy. I like it. Thanks. All right, the other sale is a Mary Kay item. This is Oil Control Lotion Formula 3. So I bought, let me show you. I was at a sale not too long ago. And I bought, it was a fundraiser sale, I think, for some youth group or something. And I pulled up like at 12:15 while they were packing up. And I decided to save this video, I think I did anyways, and put it on a little bit later in the year. I can't even remember at this point. At any rate, maybe I still have it. Scratch everything I just said. You might see it soon. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but look at all this in here. Mary Kay stuff. Just a bag full of it. $10. So that one right there sold for $20. So that's covering our cost, covering the shipping, covering the fees, giving us a little profit, and every other thing in here is pure profit. I have made a bunch of money on Mary Kay over the years, especially the last 2 years. Done really, really well. There's one video, most of you haven't seen it because it's one of the very first we did, and it's entitled something like Taking a Garage Sale Rookie to his first, eBay yard sale, something. I took a former student of mine, Daniel. If you're listening, Daniel, I hope you're doing well. And I found a giant lot of Mary Kay stuff, and it was all brand new, sealed, and wasn't even expired. Sometimes you find expired stuff, you still sell it, but just say it's expired. And we made hundreds of dollars off of that one, and I found it 3 more times since in the last calendar year or so, and then that bag right there. So Mary Kay sales. All right, this one's going out to Steven. He says, hi, Kevin, been watching both your channels for some time, and I figured I better get an Animan to help me start listing and get some sales. Thanks for sharing your knowledge with the Q&As, with the shipping videos, which we haven't done in a while, and I probably won't. It takes a lot of time to edit those things, believe it or not. You ever think of doing a blooper reel? All right, I'll let you in on a little secret, y'all. I really don't even know how to edit video. I can only do what I do on my phone. If you told me I had to edit a video on a computer, which is where everything is at this point, I wouldn't know what the heck I was doing. So to get a blooper reel would require me to get those old videos and somehow put them all together. Not happening for me, but a blooper reel would be good. It'd be me dropping everything and sending much aloha to you, Blue Ridge Mama, the Homeschool Hustlers, and the Fur Babies. Thanks, and stay safe, Steve. So Steve, I'm assuming Watanabe. I like that. That's it. I had a friend growing up in California with that last name. So that's awesome. Thank you. And he said it's your way. Hey, one going to Andrew. Thank you for the awesome videos. Started seriously getting into eBay in 2002, and your videos have been fantastic edutainment for us. After I recently mixed up shipping labels, on 2 packages. I decided I need an Animan to watch over my eBay room. He'll remind me to always double check before I stick my labels on. I don't plan to make that mistake twice. Anyway, thanks again. My store name is Clean Up Your Room. If anyone wants to check out my listings, best wishes, Andrew. So Andrew, let me tell you something. Look at all these Animan back here. I've done that twice this year. I've done it twice. Now, I've solved it both times, and one time it cost me a little bit of money. I don't want to inconvenience people that I mess up their orders, but one time it didn't cost me a dime. Both people were like, forget it. Don't worry about it. We're just going to send it to each other. And I'm like, okay, can I pay it? Forget it. I'm like, that doesn't work out very often. And they weren't even viewers, so I was pretty appreciative of that. So the Animan, I'm not sure he's going to solve that problem for you, but I'll talk to him. I have a little chat with him and give him his instructions. So thank you, Andrew. Hey, last one's going out to Janice and to Patrick, or no, I take it back, Christina. Hi, my name's Christina. I watch you all the time. Love your videos. Started selling on eBay a few months ago and could really use help moving things along. If you could sign it if possible. Sign him if possible. If you could sign if possible. Absolutely, we'll definitely do that. And I know he'll get things moving for sure for you. Thanks. All right, back outside. I don't know if I've put the Q&A already, but we had a question about feedback. If not, we'll put it at the end of the video, and the kids get to open something. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. All right, y'all, check this out. Girls rule and boys rule. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
I think we're going to stick them over there on your little toy bin right there. You guys dig in, and I'm going to show everybody what I mean. I think we're going to put them right here. We'll have our own little SKUs right there. All right, what y'all got?
This is probably for you.
That's for you.
Probably for me.
Because of pink. Dig in, Turner.
Whoa. It's a... Mom. That's so cool.
Guys, oh my gosh, somebody made that, Turner.
Look, Mom.
Aw.
I'm gonna wear it.
What's the button say?
I'm gonna wear it when...
That's awesome, bud. Oh my goodness.
It's handmade for you.
Handmade for you with love. Somebody made that. And that's crochet. Reagan, you've been wanting to learn how to do that.
I do.
That's so cute.
All right. We enjoy watching all your videos and seeing the Homeschool Hustler. See what else is in there. And all the fur babies. We know the plates are not old, but maybe you can use them somewhere for sure.
Is that what
Trixie Jane, our dog, sent some treats to Sophie and the kitties. Enjoy the gifts. We definitely will. Never heard of a Bop It toy until you had one on a video. I don't know what I do with my Bop It. Oh well, I'll find it.
Whoa, is it long? It's posters.
So you found one earlier this month. Looking forward to listing it soon. They're not worth that much, but that's awesome. They used to be worth a little bit more. Oh, look at this.
Posters and stickers.
All right.
And what did you say about your... What did you say you were going to do
We
with
got
it?
that,
I was
bud.
gonna wear it for Christmas when it snows. Oh yes.
All right, y'all. You guys are absolutely awesome.
So cool on you.
And look at it. Trixie, look. Their dog signed it.
Isn't that cool, Turner? Somebody made that.
Joey and Sarah, you guys are awesome.
That's
So kind.
neat.
Yes,
Say thank you, y'all.
Thank you. I'm wearing this for Christmas when it snows.
Early birthday gift, huh?
Yes.